I recently had the incredible opportunity to explore the iconic BMC headquarters on a tour hosted by Khaki Tours. A knowledgeable guide Naina led us through the rich history and architectural marvels of this historical building. One of the unique aspects of Khaki Tours is that they bring together people from diverse backgrounds, united by their shared passion for Mumbai's heritage and culture. What is up, guys? This is Vinay here, and today we are taking a 1 hour tour of the iconic BMC headquarter building behind me. So, without wasting any time, let's find out what goes behind these grand walls. Let's go.
It's a grand monument, most popular and most photographed monument in Mumbai. And you all know what it is, right? Yes. The CSMT, now we call it the CSMT, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus, originally Victoria Terminus. But this building came up only in 1888. Yeah? Before that, you all know the first train started from here in 1853, went to Thane. Yeah? So that time there was a very small station. It looked something like this. Yeah? Do you know the name of that station? Bori Bandar. Bori Bandar. Absolutely. Yeah? What is Bori?
Bori. Bori,
yeah. Sack. Gunny bags. Sack. Bandar. Don't say monkey.
Port.
Port. Right? So everything was about train. The trains actually did not start for passenger to begin with. It was for goods. The goods from hinterland would come here. It would be taken to the port which was nearby and shipped. Right? So this Boribandar station was there for many years. Later on, in 1888, they thought of building a grand station here. Yeah? And it was named Victoria Terminus after Queen Victoria's 50 years of her rule, golden jubilee of her rule, yeah, not her age. Okay. Left you have a lion representing England, though they didn't have lion, their colonies had, yeah. And right you see a tiger representing India, yeah. And my personal favorite is this peacock here. Just look at the first floor window. You see beautiful peacock carving. Yeah. Here, just wait. First floor. Here.
On top of
On the top of the window. Yeah. Now these carvings were done by the students, staff and students of JJ School of Art. Because JJ School was already there in 1857. Okay. So all this is done locally by local students and artisans. Yeah. And do you see the clock tower there? Just below that, you'll see there's an empty niche. Yeah, something is missing.
Yes.
Below the clock.
Yes.
Clock. You see a canopy. Yeah. What is missing? There used to be a statue of Queen Victoria. Now, post-independence, people started vandalizing colonial statues. Yeah. So they were taken out and placed at the museum. Which museum? Dr. Bhavda Jilad Museum, which is in Baikala Zoo. Some Indian elements. When I say Indian, it is Hindu and Muslim both. Yeah? Islamic architectural style. Look at the domes on the top. They are very Islamic, right? And then you have pointed arches, which is Gothic. You have this turrets at the bottom. Look at the extreme bottom on the corner. You see those triangular structure with cylinder. Called turrets. Yeah. You see those turrets in European castles, right? So it's a combination of Indian and European style. Now why this combination? Because when this was created, a new batch of architects started incorporating Indian elements. Yeah. So this building is somewhere in between. This is more European. This is a combination. And after this, they created the GPO and the Prince of Wales Museum or the CSMBS, which is more Indian. You see, she is holding something in her right hand. Can you identify what it is? It's not a bird.
Ship.
It's, that kind of is being like Queen Elizabeth to like hold such with the golden.
It's a boat. It's a ship. Or it's a ship. Yeah.
Oh, it's a ship.
So, as I said, everything was about trade. So she is standing there and proclaiming, "This is what brought me immense wealth and made me the world's largest." She is the Earth's reminders. She represents old Bombay or colonial. And then they changed it to this one, which you see on the top. Okay. So what does this logo have? It has 4 panels. One has the Gateway of India, exit and entry, not only from the city but from the country because people used to come by ship, right? Then you have factories, industry, industrial nature of the town, yeah. Then you have the ship again, trade, yeah. And then you have this building which indicates good governance. Okay,
It's interesting is that
in 5 years, right? So what happened in those 5 years? Okay, they decided the plot for the BMC headquarters and they were looking for an architect. Okay. Now the design that we submitted was like a grand palace. Magnificent, huge, like an Indian palace, yeah. Now the authorities here were not yet ready for a very Indian design. Yeah. First thing. Now, in all the heritage buildings in Fort area, you will see that the architects were mostly Europeans. But the engineers, contractors, artisans, they were all local people. Yeah. So this gentleman is responsible for many buildings in Fort area and he is going to show you one. Uh, this was his last
Taj.
task, right? Has been taking some measures to look after health, hygiene, sanitation, and they have found some small ways to take care of these things, right? Now, in 1861, something happened in other part of the world which changed the destiny of the city forever. Do you know what happened? Plague.
Like
World War One.
No. Plague.
Plague.
No. This is the plan. Yeah. He built a central dome, which you see here. The dome that you saw from outside, right? And then he made 2 wings on the side. Yeah. If you can come this side, then you can see it properly. Yeah. So you see the east wing and the west wing, right? Yeah. Now the dome that we saw, he deliberately made it some 20 to 25 feet taller than the Victoria terminus. The reason being, comparatively this building is smaller, right? He didn't want that building to dominate so much that people won't look at this building. Yeah, though it was his creation. So he decided to make the dome taller. Yeah. And in those days, if somebody wanted to go to the dome, a VVIP or a senior citizen, how would they go there? Staircase was there, of course, but yes, lift. He actually built a lift in 1890. Yeah? But there was another challenge. Electricity came to the city only in 1907. So how did the lift work?
There would be people who
manually.
Manually, but how? Pulleys, yeah, but not like manually operated pulley, hydraulic. It was a hydraulic lift, okay? It doesn't have any support, right? So technically, it is said that 2/3 of the width would be in the wall. Only then it would, have some support. So this was again Stephen's speciality. If you go to CSNT, you see the staircase is wider than this. You can just imagine the depth of the wall, right? The capacity of the wall was the sitting capacity. Yeah. Now it so happened in 2001 there was a major fire here. Especially this area was badly affected. Yeah, and then they called our local restoration architect, Mr. Vikas Dilavari. He was assigned the work to restore this, and we can see he's done beautiful work, right? But since he was already working on it, they thought, why not increase the capacity? So today this has some 227 sitting capacity, but the number of corporators keep on increasing as the city expands. So, but I assume that all of them may not be present at the same time, so they will probably manage. Yeah. Now have a look at the ceiling on the top. Yeah, it is dark wood with lot of gold on it. Yeah, everything that is glittering on the top is 24 karat gold. Okay, it is gilded with gold. When I say gilding, gold leaf is used and it is with some technique, it is pasted to the surface wherever it is required. Right? Yeah. And look at the side panels. It is Stevens work. It has to have a lot of flora and fauna. So you see a lot of creepers and flowers, leaves, everything, and lot of animals. So there's deer, peacock. There's a beautiful peacock just behind this painting. It's not visible, but on your way out you can probably see. And there are various other animals, right? Except for two. Yeah. So we have those two paintings. This one here is an old frame, if you see. That is Jagannath Chandrasekhar. Yeah. You all know who he was? One of the founding fathers of the city, very active in 1800. He belonged to the Maharashtrian Sonar community and he gave back a lot to the city. Yeah, he was involved in education, railways, road planning, everything, whatever you can think of. Yeah. Yeah. Just immediately next to the gallery. Probably you all can't see, but it's an old frame like this, and it's the person there is Acharya Donde. He was involved in the formation of state of Maharashtra. So you all know there was a protest to make Bombay the capital, whether it should be capital of Gujarat or Maharashtra, and then so many people died in that protest. In Marathi it is Vallabhbhai Patel, lesser known brother of Vallabhbhai Patel. He was the mayor in 1924, exactly 100 years back. Yeah. When he was the mayor, I told you the JPs and how the all JPs were the members. So they used to work from their own offices. Okay. So he was the one who said that the mayor's office should be in the BMC building. Just imagine, there was no mayor in the history of BMC. He was a mayor in 1940s when our freedom struggle was at its peak, and he was very much involved in our freedom struggle. 8-9 sister cities all over the world. So Los Angeles, Stuttgart, Yokohama, Busan, Izmir, Shanghai. These are some of our sister cities. So what is this concept of sister cities? It has nothing to do with politics or business. It is all about culture, cultural ties, cultural exchange. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and these statues need no introduction. Earlier there used to be the statues of British officers. Post-independence, all the national leaders have come here. Yeah. So this beautiful staircase takes you to the viewing gallery, the wooden one. Yeah, because it is closed now, but it's really beautiful. And this is the mayor's office. Okay, you can't see anything, it's closed, but this is the location. Yeah, come. Comprises of various committees, BESC, education, health, so on and so forth, right? But the most important committee is the standing committee, or the Sky Committee, as they call it. Yeah? The other side is the Sky Committee. Why is this committee so important?
It makes all the major decisions.
Yeah, but there has to be one something more.
Decision making authority.
Decision making authority.
They get experts from different departments to make the decision.
Yeah. The decision part is one aspect, but that's not what makes it very important.
Electing the mayor.
No. That's to do with finance. Simple. Money. So they pass the annual budget of the BMC. BMC is the richest civic body in Asia, yeah, and one of the richest in the world. This is a small picture gallery which talks about the history that I told you. You see the architect. You also see restoration pictures. Yeah, major restoration took place after the before the pandemic. It was done by Abanar and Namba, and these are pictures from you see the before and after. Yeah, so you can just quickly walk through this and I'll show you the commissioner's office. Okay. The railway tracks here, right? Earlier, before they made the esplanade, there used to be a temple of this goddess, right? You know? Yeah. Mumbai, her patron goddess. The city gets its name after her, Mumbai. Yeah. So her temple was here somewhere. When they wanted to make the esplanade, they took the temple to Maidomi, which is the current location. Okay. Also, near the temple, there used to be a talab, a pond, okay, where Britishers used to hang the traitors. They probably felt they were traitors. Many times they were revolutionary also, okay. So people started calling it Phasi Talab. Yeah, if you see some old maps, you'll find it's mentioned Khaki Tours. Yeah, it was right here only. And then in 57, you all know something happened in India.
Uprising.
The uprising, yeah. The Britishers called it the mutiny. We call it the First War of Independence. Our textbooks tells us that all the action happened in the north. We know Meerut, Agra, Lucknow, right? We all know Mangal Pandey. But there was one more Mangal here in Mumbai. His name was Mangal Gadia. Yeah?
Mangal?
Gadia.
Gadia.
That was his last name. Yeah? And he, along with his companion Sayyid Hussain, they were inspired by Mangal Pandey and they also revolted here. Yeah? And they were arrested. And they were punished in such a way that this is an artistic impression of what must have happened. You all know Azad Maidan behind. So at Azad Maidan, they were tied to the mouths of cannons. Yeah? And the cannons were fired publicly. Okay? So this is what the artist has created. So all the people gathered to watch. Yeah? And this story had somehow died. Yeah? People had forgotten. Just a decade back, it resurfaced. Somebody must have done some research and it resurfaced. And the BMC and the state government took note of it and they built a memorial.
Yes.
Just outside the subway, below the queue. Yeah? And it's not the same cannon, it's a representative one. And you see the plaque behind. The story that I told you is written there. Yeah? So whenever you have time, you can go there and read the plaque.
Guys, 1 hour 2 is finally over. I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot about Mumbai itself. Being a Mumbaiker for all my life, there are so many things that I did not know. So I highly recommend you to come and take this tour, even if you're from Mumbai. And if you're not from Mumbai, this is highly recommended. And if you like this video, if you like what you learned along with me, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I make such amazing videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, this is Vinay signing off. Bye.